There was a moment in time years ago, I was about 22, turning about 22, and I remember thinking, I have got to get rid of this resentment that I have towards this friend. And that night, I thought to myself I was going to do some kind of painting about it. And also down the line, years later, I realized that I really didn't have resentment towards them. I just loved them, and I don't know. I didn't really resent them at all. I admired them and I thought that they were really cool. But so I, that very night, had a dream where we were sitting in an old basement, my parents' old basement, and the basement filled up with water, and then it flushed like a toilet, and we got flushed into outer space. And I grabbed my dog, and we went into outer space, floated around, and then ended up on the spaceship. And this spaceship, by this time, we had split up, and there was people on this line, on this conveyor belt, who were being cloned because all the humans had died due to a sickness, and and we were there to be cloned for the new humans. And then we ended up in a library where there was a book for every person that had ever lived. Now, I had another dream about this person, and I'm not sure when in time this was. It was within the past 15 years, but I haven't seen this person, I think, in like 10 years at least. And in this particular dream, we were in a panic, and I was saying to them, everybody here is dead. Everybody here is dead. And we were walking around, and it was like, I was just in another dream. Now that I'm saying it, I'm thinking we were looking into a bag of chips, and we were taking chips out of this bag. And I remember looking at her and saying, "We're stealing from them. We're stealing from them." And I looked behind me, and there was a friends walking behind us, and one of my friends had her head was in a bag, and they were carrying her head in a bag, in this big red bag. And now that I'm saying this again, it brings me back to this library. And in this library, there was this book, and I went to this book, and it was a red, bouncy book, and it had the word Tolstoy written on the side of it. So the color red and the word Tolstoy are significant, and if you would like to hear part 2, come back for it.